Ysmir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found. You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Valthume resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience.
Hi guys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. So let's crack on. We've now been called Ysmir by the Greybeards. They've given us a word wall location in the tomb of Valthume. We'll also be picking up on the way to get to that word wall a quest called Evil in Waiting, and this is part 1 of this quest. It's quite an interesting quest and a decent little boss fight at the end as well. So we'll pop in and we'll speak to Valda.
We stand at the tomb of Hednorak, who has been dead for many generations. I fear, however, that his return may be at hand. I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed. You would do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hednorak. Before anything else, we need those. Bring them to me, but be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hednorak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
Okay, so we got to collect 3 vessels. Now, I would follow what I'm doing here, because what will happen is 1 vessel will be marked and you're going to pass the other 2 on the way to it, and then you end up running round the barrow trying to find the other 2 when you can pick them up on the way. So this is a more efficient way of doing it.
He had a way of enthralling people and built up a loyal army of followers. Good men fell under his spell and were forever twisted, made evil. After that, fear was enough to keep them in line. He could torture and humiliate them, and they would not rebel. Even in death, they serve him still. Hednorak planned his resurrection obsessively before dying. My duty in life and in death is to make sure he stays in this tomb for eternity. Find the 3 vessels within Valthume, then return to me. With these, we can defeat him.
Okay, shields up, let's go. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to fight with this character. I've got to say, this is the most fun most fun build I've ever done, actually. Away from your traditional get a big heavy sword or axe and just keep swinging away, or super powerful destruction capacity, you know. So this is far more subtle. Not a lot there. You can lure them out onto that trap. Is another way of doing it. I've actually got the perk where I don't set off traps. That's dead handy, to be quite honest here. Of course, there is a downside to that. If you bring a follower in, and they will set them off, and they can kill you. So beware. But I'm also finding actually with this build, having a follower is in most cases is actually not a good idea, because they're not as stealthy as me. They can't cast the invisibility spell, so they'll end up alerting all your enemies, setting off all your traps, so it literally defeats the objects of the build. Of course there are some dungeons where you just have to go and slog it out, and that's when you want your followers. But anyway, you've made your own build, so you do this the way you want. Okay, this is like a semi-walkthrough playthrough kind of thing. Oh, there's the guy we'll be meeting right at the end. You can't kill him from here, but there's kind of a hint that you should go and look in there. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, it's I'm not going to be a total completionist on this one. I'm going to pick up all the major bits of loot, but I'm not going to go completely nuts and pick up everything. If I'm passing it, I'll pick it Look at the little robots at the top, they're all killing each other now. I do like the mayhem spell. I'm kind of thinking actually what I should do, once I've got them all fighting, pop in a couple of Draugr Deathlords down there as well, and then start tanking. Hitting them with the arrows. Take out the tougher ones first. Clip through for all there. Yeah, if you fall down that trap, you'll come across a couple of spiders and a Draugr down there which you have to kill to get the key, and that brings you up in the next room. I'll show you that in a minute. So just jump all the way over, and I cut this up a bit. Come on, come on. Keep spamming that jump button. Keep spamming it, come on. There you go. Now again, I imagine it's all leveled loot. I'm level 49 on this build, so I'm getting a lot of ebony gear here. I assume if you're a low level you be getting different stuff. But still, worth picking up. and that's a cellar key. That's the Draugr you'd have to kill if you fell down the trap. Orcish arrows, nom nom. I mean, at some stage I'm going to have to use a higher powered bow, or smith one. But you see, once you get the ability to stagger your enemies, the bound bow fires so quickly, especially if you've got the quick draw perk as well. You can stagger lock your enemies very, very quickly. That's why I like to use it even later on in the game. But as I said, I will need a more powerful bow for some quests anyway. So yeah, that's a trap you can fall into down there. And if you kill the spiders down in the trap and get that key, it'll bring you up those stairs. Spider egg, nom nom. So, onwards and downwards. Interesting little room. Obviously people have come down here. A nice skill book. Yeah, that heavy breathing you can hear isn't me, I promise you. I think that's a big bad Draugr waiting round the corner. It's worth noting sometimes this can be full of oil. Obviously watch the trap there. The two skeevers can be alive, there can be a Draugr round the corner, but obviously something's happened here and the skeevers are dead. Just to make sure. Yep, dead. Yeah, we'll take him out. Job done. Oh, that's not bad. Now this is your first vessel you want to pick up. There you go. You can see the quest arrow is going somewhere completely different. So what you have to do is go and get the one that's marked, and then you just have to work your way around the whole dungeon. It's a little bit annoying actually. Okay, head back. Okay. Oh, it's quite a tough one, this one. There you go. I must get some more empty soul gems, actually. For enchanting. So you notice some of these guys have got quite low health already. This is because I fired off the mayhem spell, so they've already been beating the snots out of each other. This has kind of made my life a lot easier now. Yeah. Already got that enchantment. Just making sure nothing's coming up behind me. Oh, and by the way, you know, I'd appreciate any comments on what you do like about my videos, or indeed what you don't like about them. I mean, you know, actually tell me. Just don't say, "Oh, I don't like them." If you can say why, or you know what you do like, I'd appreciate any feedback. Because I'm obviously still new at this, and I'm trying to find my way and trying to find my style. So, like I say, if you guys could let me know what you think, the good and the bad. I'd appreciate it. I must admit, when I started doing this, I didn't actually realise how much work it goes into doing these videos. Actually, it's quite a lot, and there's a lot to learn. Great fun though, but very time consuming. I must admit, I never realised that when I was just purely watching. So I'd never take anybody else's work for granted now. And like when I said, well, as I was saying, it's once I found my style, I'll probably start doing other games as well as Skyrim. I mean, I'm going to continue with Skyrim because I know it's made in 2011, but it is a great game. I've got my eye on Witcher, Fallout, and there's a few games coming up which have been new, which I'll probably do. In fact, you know, you could let me know what games you'd like me to do. Actually, that'd be interesting. I'll probably go and do a little bit of Elite Dangerous again, maybe in the near future. But that is to a specific audience, really. Anyway, let's go and kill some Draugrs. I've never found anything in any of these coffins, which is a shame, really. Oh, ultimate magicka, that's good. Okay, this is a hidden little entrance here. And a nice little chest. Can't resist ingredients. And 5 gold. That really wasn't worth it, was it? Oh well. Every penny counts, I guess. Okay. So we'll find some nice little spiders. And watch this chest, it is booby trapped. You just stand to one side of it and you'll be okay. Ebony arrows, that's worth it. I'm light armoured, I don't need any dwarven gear. Before it comes up, that's it, job done. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this video in half because it's quite a lengthy dungeon. There's a big boss fight coming up, so I'll call it an end for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and if you did, like I say, leave a comment, leave a like, and please subscribe, and I will see you in part 2. Later guys.